I don't know. I don't think we are.
All right.
Ross,
We're not.
I don't. No, we're not.
We're not.
We're not live. I'm. It's seriously not here, brother. Dude, I'm not lying to you.
Eric, refresh yours.
All right, I got the YouTube one. YouTube's good. Okay, we're live.
Okay,
Finally.
we got Instagram going. Hold on, I gotta.
Okay,
I
we're
gotta
in.
Scoot like.
an angle to see it.
Okay, we're in. Oh yeah,
YouTube.
It's a bad angle for
It's a really. Well, I mean, like.
Okay.
Should I cut in more for Instagram?
I don't know. I can't see that.
Well, Wes could probably move it a little bit to his left to have his half of his face, and then Tom can move it a little bit more.
Well, I'm just on the computer right now. But when I back off, I should be okay. But anyway.
It's also very delayed.
Yeah. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Lunchtime Live. If you're new here, we do this every single week, and we answer your airsoft and non-airsoft related questions for 1 hour, usually not interrupted. I'm Wes.
I'm Tom. I'm listening to the reverb. Sorry.
And welcome. So for you guys, just throw your questions in the comments, and we will get to them. We promise we answer them all, and sometimes it just takes a little while to get to them. So we're not ignoring you, I promise.
Our Instagram looks fine.
Y'all are live.
We are live.
Why
does Instagram look like that?
Because I'm on full screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you go to the computer and watch the Instagram live, it looks really good.
Yeah.
But the question is, Code Red throat mic with it over standard headset / radio setup. Worth it over, okay. Is the Code Red throat mic worth it over a normal setup?
I think if you are doing a throat mic setup, the Code Red's the best one. That being said, I prefer just a push to talk on my shoulder. I think it's way cheaper. They sound clearer. They work better. If your earpiece doesn't work, you still have an extra like speaker in the microphone. I always run that.
Yeah, I'm the Code Red open mic is probably the most simplistic yet effective microphone and radio setup. Comms, if you guys are new to running comms of any type, they are a little complicated, especially with getting all the components to work together seamlessly.
Yeah.
But when you have a pretty simplistic system of an open mic plugged directly into a radio, it works 95% of the time. And if you turn the volume low, it's right next to your ear. No one around you is going to really hear it.
You can use that thing to go into your headset too. Mm-hmm. They work really well for that. They're really, really usable. They have a lot of different functionality. If you want like $45 for the Code Red one.
Barely.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think the throat mic is worth it over like standard comms equipment, I guess you would call it.
You still have that big PTT butt.
Yeah.
It's basically the same size as the shoulder mic.
I don't want something rubbing along my neck, and if it's not perfectly pressed, or it kind of shifts a little, you sweat, and there's like.
So the Code Red, I don't think has much problem with the sweat.
Oh, okay,
the
that's
other
good.
throat mics, I do know that's a problem with.
Yeah.
But the Code Red in particular, like I said, I want a throat mic because I'm trying to recreate a kit or I'm trying to do something else, I would get the Code Red because it's probably the best value buy.
Mm-hmm.
I will never pick a throat mic personally over a shoulder mic. I just don't see I think it's more valuable to have the shoulder mic.
Yeah, I wouldn't personally spend the money, but that's completely up to you. But you'll have a great experience with just an open mic, to be honest. Where backdraft engine?
It's live on the website right now.
I didn't know that. So yeah, go get one. Wow.
Yeah, it's live on the website right now.
Nice setup, gents.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love it. It looks very good. How much was that TV?
Ross.
You can get them from
$20 at a estate sale.
This one particularly was $20 at an estate sale, but you can find them online. They probably run like 150-ish.
Yeah, online. On eBay.
Yeah, if you find them on eBay.
Yeah.
This one works.
Yeah.
Not anymore, it doesn't.
How Hello, boys. Hi, Ross. Yo, question regarding the Max hop-up that uses GBB rubbers and barrels. My first experience with the Max hops was the first generation. I assume I didn't like it. Opinions regarding the GBB. I have not used that hop-up yet.
I have installed it into a few barrel builds and done testing on it, but I haven't played a game with it yet. The one thing I've noticed with it is it's definitely, I feel like, an upgrade because gas blowback buckings have a much larger contact patch, but you do need the corresponding barrel to go with it. If you don't have one, you can debridge an AEG barrel, but you might need to put some other cuts into it. It's a little bit more complicated process. Overall, I do think there is a performance increase by using a gas blowback bucking. Because of the design that Max went with, you can make any gas blowback bucking work with it, but you will have to cut some of the rubber down depending on which one you get. Some of those are quite large and are set up for different platforms, such as like VSRs and other sniper rifles. Those you're going to have to cut down quite a lot. There's a lot more rubber there, but you can make them work, which is kind of the cool part, is you can now actually make them work for AEGs using that hop-up. I think it's cool. I do think it's a little bit technical to install any and all buckings that you want in it, though. So if you're not really a tinkerer and you're not really trying to mess around with something, I really wouldn't recommend it for you. However, I do think there is a performance increase when using it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the consensus
Yeah.
that I've heard, so. Do you guys still Cerakote guns as a service? No.
No, we haven't done that in years.
No, we do not, unfortunately. There are a lot of cool companies out there that do offer a Cerakoting service, so.
There's some in the Pittsburgh area too. I think if you're looking for one locally, there's a few different guys in the Pittsburgh area that do really good at Cerakote.
Yeah, I've never had anything Cerakoted, so I can't really speak much on the matter. eHouse says, skip buying a Baofeng and get an Alliance? It's kind of hard to read. My eyes going bad?
Yeah.
AILUNCE. Have you ever heard of that? Look at that.
Oh, the HD1, yeah.
The HD1, yeah,
Yep.
There you go. There you go, kids. You heard it here first.
What's it called?
The AU...
eHouse, why do you like it so much?
Yeah, why do you like that radio?
I think that one can hit multiple different... It's not like the Baofeng can't hit different bands, but I think that one can communicate with like weird radios that have their own set channels that you have a hard time getting onto, if I'm remembering correctly. If you guys are trying to get into the rabbit hole that is comms, look up on Instagram the Tech Prepper. He does a in-depth analysis on radios, how to set them up, why they work, why they don't work, things to overcome and think about. Vast knowledge database, really good dude, but comms is a rabbit hole. It seriously is. It's one of the more complicated things to get involved with.
It's very cool nonetheless.
It is. If you know how to, dude, if you know how to work radio channels and work radios long distance, they are super cool. They are also very knowledge heavy.
I love that eHouse jumped from YouTube and now he answered our question on Instagram. Baofengs continue dying on me. Alliance is more durable, has DMR radio options, and can program just as easily as a Baofeng.
Okay.
Well, there you go. The more you know. That is very good info.
Ross, use a banana.
Does the Kythera engine need a specific trigger?
No, it doesn't need a specific trigger, but there are triggers that do not pair well with it. Some of the aftermarket ones. Some of the speed triggers do not pair well with it. You can make them work, but they really don't work that well. Some of the speed branded ones, not like the speed soft specific ones, but the speed branded ones, the way those are manufactured, they're just a little short. And then there are certain guns that have not a standard AEG, M4, or AK trigger to them. They hit a micro switch, so the trigger is made differently to hit a certain type of micro switch, and those ones won't work with the Kythera Sear because the Kythera's Sear design is set up to work with a regular TM spec version 2 or version 3 gearbox trigger. So if you have something that's like an Aries gearbox or something that uses something based around the Aries gearbox micro switch trigger, you will not be able to install Kythera. I would recommend getting a different gearbox. It's not worth it to try and modify the hell out of that trigger. It's really not worth it.
Hey, do you guys know when the G&G Lev R15 is releasing on your website?
So we are not doing a lot of pre-orders right now. Last time we did pre-order stuff, we really felt like it wasn't fair to a lot of customers because of supply chain stuff. So we really have gotten away from doing pre-orders other than for event pickup. Anything you pre-order for an event is already here and we can sell it to you. It will be available once we have them in stock, which is looking like the end of this month or the beginning of next month. So once we get them in the shop, they'll be up on the website and you can grab them from us. But we will not be doing any pre-orders for them like I know a few other sites are doing.
There you go. So when you see them on our website, they'll be ready to ship to your house.
Yeah.
Tom, you sipping the raspberry chai tea Celsius?
Am I?
I don't think so.
No, I think I'm doing the mango passion fruit Celsius because they got rid of my rains and I'm sad. But this works. It's still chalky. But that sounds really good, actually. That sounds really good.
You'll have to give that a try.
That's always good.
I'm just a creature of habit.
Yeah.
I has arrived. Hello, Frag.
What's up, buddy?
Good mock suppressor tracer for an M4, nothing longer than 5 inches in length.
Mock suppressor tracer for an M4, probably. I'm thinking. I like the Knight's Armament style.
That's what I was gonna say.
Is that longer than 5 inches? I think it's like 6 inches.
Might be a little too long.
Yeah. It's still one of the shorter ones if you're looking for a shorter one.
Mock.
Sandman.
The Sandman,
Different lengths.
the Sandman 556, like the short one. That would probably be good from PTS. They already has the Ace Tech in it. Yeah, Ross has his up on the wall. I don't know if you guys can see it all the way up there.
No.
Oh no, I pointed at a gun.
You said the G word.
I said the G-Watt word. Oh, sorry.
All right, close it down for the day. We got
Get ready for the bands.
But yeah, probably something like that, Ross. I like... where are we at? I run a Motorola 2-way radio.
The Motorola's are very good if you just want pure simplicity. There's not a lot of programmability to them, so sometimes it gets a little bit crowded depending on events you're at. But if you want super simplicity, they are very good radios.
Tom needs to unbutton another button. And then Ross says, or Frag says, he needs to take it down 3 more buttons.
Jesus Christ, guys.
So, what's the lowdown on that new HP engine? What makes it special other than the price? This is where I want the nitty-gritty of it.
So, the main thing is going to be the price for the package of it. So, the reason why there's not a lot of technical changes to it from a jack or other single solenoid units. The way that it functions is not like a Wolverine Inferno, which is a hybrid system. It functions like a jack or an F1 or the Redline electronic engine, where it's just the nozzle goes forward, air flows out of it, and then at a certain point, nozzle comes back, and you do that same cycle over and over and over. In that regard, it's not very different than that. It is very efficient, I will say. I want to say it's probably just as efficient as an F1 because that's a little bit more efficient than a jack, but not by much, just in the way that it fires. There's not a lot of secret special sauce going on with it outside of the fact that it is for a very good budget price. And why I think that's very important is because you're saving $100 realistically. You're saving over $100. I think the retail price of a jack is what, $370 right now, like before tax.
Let me tell you. Keep talking.
But the main
find
thing
it.
with that engine is the price. It is a single solenoid unit. It has interchangeable nozzles. It has a bunch of different electronic settings. It has a very simple FCU. It has a very simple tuning on the trigger. So it has a lot of the best of both worlds between what I want to say Polar Star's lineup is and Wolverine's lineup is, where you have a lot of trigger tunability for rate of fire and for different modes of fire. And at the same time, you have the simplicity of the FCU that the original Infernos came with, but you still are running a system that operates like a jack or an F1. There's not a lot of technical differences between them. There are enough that they are different units, but operationally they are very, very similar to a jack. The biggest thing here is that you can get 2 of those for the price of one F2, after tax. That's the biggest thing here. Why we're so hyped about it is it's going to allow people to get into HPA easier, right? Like, it's not going to be as expensive to get an HPA. It's going to be easier to start getting the performances that HPA provides, for a much, much lower cost. That doesn't mean that the jack now is suddenly horrible, or the F1 is suddenly horrible, or any of the other single solenoid units are suddenly horrible. But this being a much lower price gives people an actual true budget option over some of the other options on the market right now. That being said, the other ones are tried and true for years. The companies are very much larger, more established companies who have dealt with customer service problems for a much longer period of time. They have different tuning ways for the FCU. They have, there's a lot more knowledge about those engines historically than this engine. So there is still a reason to get those engines over this one. If you guys are unaware of what I'm talking about, haven't even said the name yet, the Phoenix HPA unit from Backdraft Innovations is what we're talking about here. I would definitely recommend it to people, but I would also be aware that you're getting a unit that is from a company that is not as well established as Polar Star, Inferno, or Redline. That is, I think, the give and take with the price.
Very well said. Tom knows more about it than I do, so I'm going to let him say it. Hey guys, I'm buying your entire stock of .45 BLS BBs.
All right, dude.
That's
send
all
it.
you, buddy.
Yeah.
Send her home. You can stock up for a year's supply.
Yeah.
I wish that was a more standard practice. I should start doing something like that. That's a banger flavor, is the one they were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Howdy, folks. Hello, my friend. Welcome back. In your guys' opinion, what is the most efficient gun rifle? Efficient?
The most efficient rifle would be something that is probably a longer barrel to, make use of all the air going down the barrel. You don't want to be over volume like crazy. I would say something like a M16, maybe not an M16 length, but like a AK length barrel, like a 410 to 410 millimeter barrel, something that uses that around that ballpark. So something like an AK would probably be quite efficient.
Something with a long, tighter barrel. That way it requires less use.
I would say efficiency-wise, a gun out of the box would be. There's not a lot of pre-built HPA guns for efficiency, so I would say the MTW is going to be the most efficient because it's the only one out of the box.
Yeah.
If you're looking for one of the more efficient engines, I would say the Phoenix is also a pretty efficient engine. The Fusion engine and the F2 are going to be the most efficient because you can tune them like crazy to be the most efficient they can be.
Yeah. Cannot disagree.
Thanks so much.
Aiden's here.
He has arrived.
Aiden has arrived.
Are you guys getting Barrett Fieldcraft back in stock soon?
We have a ton of stuff coming back in stock.
Yeah, I know.
Ton of stuff coming back in stock.
Ryan's a very busy bee out receiving.
Yeah.
Lots of new stuff getting restocked and added to the website here this week. It's pretty crazy.
If you guys have been looking for something, it's probably coming back within the next week or two. Yeah, it's we're doing a massive restock.
Sign up for restock notifications, so then that way you know as soon as they come back. What's the best high Kappa hop-up?
The Maple Leaf one is quite good. That's the one I would recommend. Yeah, the Maple Leaf one that would probably be my preference out of all of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's probably. Yeah, because they also sell the fully assembled barrel set.
Yeah.
You can buy the hop-up barrel and I think bucking.
Yeah.
Pre-installed, just drop it right into your gun.
Yeah. I really like that setup. The hop-up's pretty decent. It gives you a lot better tunability than the standard one. I would just go with that, honestly, if you're not really trying to think about it, because you can just drop it in and go.
Maple Leaf's also been killing the game recently, so
yeah,
can't really say anything negative about them. I'm sure this has been asked, but is the King Midas available for purchase? Thanks.
The King Midas was available for purchase. It was a one-off at the time, but we are ordering in more parts to make more of them if you guys want the King Midas. So right now, I think the one that we built has sold very quickly, and we will be having more of the parts coming in to build more of them since it sold so quickly. We figured we'd make more of them.
So, hopefully soon. Do it, Tom. Give the sexy. Unbutton your shirt.
I'm good.
Should I buy all your 4.5s or 4.3s? Both.
4 5s. I mean, both. Yeah, sure.
Get all of them.
Buy all of them.
Mix them.
Yeah, mix them together. You have a very spicy consistency. Any word on the Tag 19s and Tag 67s?
Yeah, they're coming back. If you guys hadn't seen that yet, because I think Tag had made an announcement about it already, so I think I'm pretty chill to say that. Tag 19s and Tag 67s are coming back. They are on Tag's website right now. They're not ready for purchase, but they are up on Tag's website, so that's why I'm pretty safe in saying that they are coming back. Woo! Yay! We will be getting a ton of them in because we know everybody wants those. When everything went away, immediately was when are those coming back before anything else. So those will be coming back. If you guys don't have your P-Top license, please go on to Tag's website, get your P-Top certification. It makes everything a lot easier for everyone to just, if you have that already, it's a lot easier.
Any new details on that Wolverine MTW shotgun?
I have a ton of details. Like, if you have any specific questions on it, I could probably answer a ton of them. They released a ton of information down at the Tech Summit for everybody that was there, and we are allowed to talk about, I want to say 90% of what they released. So ask me questions, and I can answer pretty much anything you want to know about that shotgun, except for the price. The price is the only thing they did not tell us.
That's fair. Favorite war? Personally, I'm fond of the Emu War. I just learned about that. That was crazy.
What, the Emu War?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
favorite war.
E-House, where was his comment was really funny. War on drugs.
War on drugs.
I like fighting on the side of drugs. Favorite war? I don't know.
American Civil. Not even close.
I'll be honest. World War I is probably my favorite war, just because of the I mean, for real.
It's the most interesting war.
Yeah.
I love that war.
I love that war. I love it. It's a great war. It's my favorite war. No, I think war sucks, so it just does. But I think the technological developments that happened during World War I to lead into World War II for a lot of different guns and a lot of different weaponry going into World War II, I think started during World War I and the development process. So that's kind of why I like that one is
Why did
because
I get this question?
I mean
I'm
this is
fucking
more of a
alive.
an Eric question than anybody else's question.
I hate the war on airsoft. They're coming for
Oh
us.
yeah,
They're
it's my
coming
least
for us.
favorite war, the social media airsoft war.
The war on airsoft social media.
Yeah.
The war of all wars. Oh God.
The war to get your scores posted from game 6 months ago.
Guide to tuning the Gorilla FCU.
Guide to tuning the
you
Gorilla
do a video on
FCU.
that?
We are coming out with a video on it. So there will be a guide coming out on the Gorilla FCU. There is already a guide out on tuning the Polar FCU. There's a few older videos of ours to tune other FCUs, but we have an entire FCU series that we are currently filming to go over everything and anything with FCUs.
Very exciting.
Only power I need back is Launchables, darn it. I must feed my favorite thing. Ross says, do not give him Launchables.
Hey, Frag. Yeah, that'd be great if they were back, huh?
I yearn for more Launchables, Ross. Don't get in my way. Someone said, you think if I get pulled over, I could just show them my P-Top license?
Yeah, I think that counts.
Get you out of any situation.
I think that counts. You're P-Top certified to do whatever you want.
Show it to a bartender next time you go to a bar.
Pull the
ID, sir.
QR code on your phone, and you're like,
Don't worry, I'm certified.
Don't worry, I'm certified. I can, roll up to a bar with it.
I love it.
See how that works.
Gold standard convo as always. We appreciate you fellas taking the time in the community to keep the forward going strong. Love today's topics.
Yeah, man.
thank you.
You guys got any more?
Huh?
Cadence.
Cadence.
The forward cadence.
Oh, I didn't even see the word. Sorry, I was reading faster than my brain
I thought
could.
you were having trouble pronouncing it.
No. No, my brain actually will just skip words. I'm dyslexic at times, and
Dyslexia.
yeah, it can be bad. And this computer is so far away from me.
Yeah, it is.
There's a question.
I don't know if you're trying to be spicy, E-House, but if you know what I'm talking about. Scoring systems at Airsoft games.
Question on scoring systems at BB games.
This is going to take a deep dive.
I mean, we're pretty good on questions, so if you guys just know, we'll get to your questions. So
I actually do want to I kind of want to deep dive a little bit on this because it is been a hot topic. It's very relevant recently. So let's take it from a few different levels. Let's go open play. Do you feel like there should be a scoring at open plays?
I'm gonna say, so I might have a different mindset on it, because it's like you have to remember when you scale backwards to say an open play, what is your primary people playing in an open play are going to be coming from video games, first getting into it. They have this mentality of I play domination in Call of Duty, or I play search and destroy, blah blah blah. So those people and those players at that level are going to very much enjoy an objective.
Yeah.
A simple objective that gives them something to do, a purpose while playing.
Yes.
But as you scale upward, it's okay, I think we're this is a very, very complex topic, because
I don't think it is, actually. Here's my opinion on it. I think exactly what you're getting at, open plays, indoor fields that have open plays. I think there should be scores for certain games, especially if your game is lasting longer than a 15-minute round.
Yeah.
I think if you're doing a 45-minute game, there should be some objective to keep people interested, keep people going, and at the end of it, you should know who won that, especially at an open play. When you scale up, I think because you're doing a much larger game, I don't really think a scoring system is good, but a territory domination style of game where you physically during the game notice that you're pushing the enemy back or you're getting pushed back by the enemy, I feel like is a much better system than a scoring system.
Yeah, and that's more where I was headed in the matter, was we've played many games where new scoring systems and new objectives have been introduced. I mean, we've played so many different styles where there's electronic, there's, I mean, freaking QR
Yeah.
codes, readers, all this stuff. And it's very cool to see, but I don't think that should be your main focus while you play. I don't know.
I think objectives should be a focus because they can. Look, if we're talking about a milsim, I guess let me take it from this point of view. If we're talking about a milsim, right, the point is to kind of simulate regular warfare. And regular warfare is about taking down your enemies' effective positioning or their territory or taking away resources from them. So, you know, you get either pushed back or you get to push the enemy back, or the enemy now has like a mortar pit that you need to take out, and because it's active right now, you have to do a 5-minute wait at the spawn point, and then you can come back out. The second that mortar pit is taken out, now everybody can start respawning again.
Mm-hmm.
Doing systems like that, I feel like, is better than a scoring system.
No, I agree. Yeah, I completely agree. So I think it needs to scale, but I think it really, like I said, it shouldn't be your main reason. I don't know. I don't play objectives. I'm there to have fun with my friends.
That's kind of where I'm
play
at.
Airsoft.
Yeah.
And like you said, when you get into the larger scale and it becomes territory,
Yeah.
the objective is kind of just part of the game.
Yeah. Like take that building.
Like that. Yeah, that's just
Yeah, that's
like
part of the game.
playing the game.
Yeah.
But
I can't think of how many times we've been in an AMS game. We roll up on a flag. We look at the flag. We go, "What team are we on again?" We're like, what's our flag?
I've definitely
Yeah.
yanked a few flags because it was, you know, we're there. We made a really good flank, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know, we might as well do the thing.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't personally go out seeking it. And, you know, for people who do, that's great. But for me, I don't know. It's not my thing.
Yeah, I think the gray area and where this kind of came up, if you guys know what we're talking about as far as Airsoft weird drama comes up, I think where it comes up is at events that are not full-on military simulation games, where they are a little bit more serious than an open play, but they're not a full-on like reenactment style or something like that. I know there's some lighter milsim games that people do care about the score, right? I think if the promoter is putting it out there that is such a large portion of the game and people buy into it, then they should definitely you know, come through on that.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of the right wording there. But they should definitely, like, if they say they're going to do it, they should do it.
Yeah.
But if the main point of the game, realistically, is for everybody to be having fun, movements are happening, the gameplay's is good, the reffing's
Communication.
good, I think that's far more important than the score of a game.
Yeah. Trust me, I mean, there wasn't one time I've worried about what the score of a game was.
Yeah, no, I could not care less about the score of a game.
Yeah.
Personally. But I can see the argument for people who they buy into the game, they buy into all of it,
Mhm.
they
wanna
want to
know.
know what the score is because they said they were going to be given points on things. Like, I get it.
Well, if it was said that it would be given, then yes, I understand.
Yeah.
Does it really affect my life once I leave?
No, it does not.
No, it does
it's-
not.
No, it does not.
I think you know if you're winning and you know if you're losing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do kind of know when you, unless you're just like off in La La Land and you're like, wow, I'm doing amazing, and you're just shooting nothing. Like, yeah, we won that one, guys.
Yeah.
And it's
We
like
were off in the woods the whole time. We have no idea, but we won.
dry firing at a tree. The whole event. But that was a good question. Very good. I think it.
Oh, I saw. Spice is nice. Thank
Spice
you.
is nice. The officer asked me why I have a live German potato masher grenade, me showing him my P-top license.
I didn't confirm anything. Who said I confirmed something?
Oh, yo, Tom, confirmed it. Now we commit crimes.
I don't know anything that I might have confirmed about launchables.
Damn, what have I missed the last year of not hitting events? Lots of airsoft drama, it seems. This time,
I'm not a cause of it, thank God.
I don't think there's been a lot. I don't know. Would you say there's been a lot of drama this year in comparison to other years? What?
I
can't
can't
read
read
that
that. That last one is so funny, dude.
Frag, I'm not reading that.
That's Gravity. No, dude, call sign Gravity. That is so funny.
Oh my god.
There's no meaning. There's no meaning to move on. That's hilarious.
And that's the end of the live. Thank you, Gravity. Gravity wins best comment.
Yeah, that's probably the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Okay. You started talking about something, and I read that, and I just couldn't.
Take objectives, high kill count. What is this? Yeah.
Where's the one? It was like something about maybe if the real airsoft is fake objectives, don't fight along the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I want a high-speed, low-drag operator defend the objective.
Yeah.
Take objective. Hi, God. Ramirez, get on the roof, Ramirez.
Ramirez, grab the javelin and hit that enemy tank.
Oh my God.
Ramirez, why does my son hate me?
Oh my God.
I love the comments.
Yeah, this has been fantastic. Oh.
Any more
Oh
on
man.
YouTube?
No, let me see.
Let's see YouTube.
Every time I shoot my HPA replica, its hop-up unit is either too much or not enough, no matter how I adjust it. What am I doing wrong?
Can you check and see if you can move your hop up at all with your finger? Like you could, there's definitely going to be pressure, but can you move it back and forth in your mag well at all? If so, you might be suffering from just some vibration there as it loads the BBs, and so it's not hitting the hop up properly every time it fires. What we generally do at the shop is we use O-rings to shore that up a lot so that there's not a lot of movement, but the O-rings still provide just enough give. But it really, really helps with consistency, and it really, really helps with if you're having some, what you're noticing, hop-up problems. It also might be what's called mid-cap syndrome, where if at the beginning of a full mag, your hop-up is doing one thing, and as you fire through that whole mag, your hop-up starts to come back down. You notice like the curve going away and actually coming down. That might mean that you need to put some nozzle stabilizers between the hop-up unit and the gearbox itself. That can sometimes help with that. Or you might need to change the spring in your magazine or switch your magazines altogether.
Mags play a large portion.
Yeah,
large part.
Large part. Also, make sure you're running the same weight. I don't know. I don't feel like I have to say that, but I also might have to say that.
Make sure your BBs aren't mixed.
Yeah, make sure your BBs aren't mixed.
We were talking about drama in the community this past year.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
It just clicked.
I don't feel like it's been
any worse or better.
I actually feel like it's been a less drama year this year in Airsoft than prior years. I feel like, and this might just be me, but like I feel like there's not been a lot of like weird Airsoft celebrity drama coming out of nowhere. I think there's been definitely this event is goated. No, this event is goated, but that happens every year. Like people prefer one event over another event, and they'll chirp at each other too. But that's normal. I don't really think there's been a lot this year in comparison to past years, and maybe that's because it's an election year and people are more focused on other things. I don't know.
What could be more important than Airsoft drama?
You're actually right. It's like one of the most entertaining things that I ever see is Airsoft drama.
Yeah, E-House, definitely a low drama year, TBH.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's either I'm a little more removed, and that's why it feels less drama. But I think you're actually right. Is like
I feel
as
like
an overall.
Overall, I think it's been a lot less drama, and maybe that has to do with social media kind of hitting back on a lot of Airsoft because like it's stifling a lot of stuff that might get said.
Wow, very very good assessment there.
This year's been horrible for social media and Airsoft.
Yeah.
There actually has been a kick up of the war of don't talk about Airsoft.
Enjoy our lives while you can, everyone.
Yeah.
Pretty soon we'll be sending out encrypted emails with a
Guys,
link that takes you.
join in to our radio channel. We'll give you the frequency.
Dude, let's just get a freaking radio station.
We're just talking to CB radio.
Pirate radio.
Yeah,
you
let's do it.
you guys could tune in.
That's a good one. .28s or .32s, which supremacy?
Ah!
32s.
So 3.2s if you can hop them, and you have the compression for it. I will say that I go back and forth a little bit on that one in particular because 2.8s versus 3.2s, there's some guns out of the box that they will fire 2.8s further, but they'll be less consistent. They won't go through brush as much. They don't have the same energy, but they will go further than a 3.2 depending on the gun out of the box. Now, if you've upgraded, 3.2s all the way.
Most airsoft guns nowadays can shoot 3.2s out of the box.
Yeah.
So that's why I always say it. But 3.2s is kind of the new minimum in my opinion.
I agree. Unless you're running an LMG, honestly, that's the only time I see to run like 2.8s.
Hell no. I think 4.8s in the LMG.
What else we got?
The average age of the community has trended upward. Social media isn't being used as much, and most of the big YouTubers are less active or just don't care to argue as much.
Those are all valid points.
I think that's a great.
Those are all very, very valid points coming from somebody who also, I feel like us, has their finger on the pulse. And
from an
very
airsoft
involved.
celebrity himself.
Yeah, from an airsoft celebrity himself, yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of those are valid points. Maybe the age thing too is this just that it is going up a lot and people aren't just Ray, I'm 12, Ray.
I think the biggest thing, another thing too is like you see, how do I say it? Is like as people are getting into it, they kind of have a branch now.
They do.
There's two paths to take. It's like you either are, you're very, very interested in, playing more Speedsoft and being involved in that.
Yep.
And then you branch off where you're more of a, a military simulation kind of player. And in my mind, that like splits the amount of people who are bickering.
You're right, actually.
Because you're taking 100%, splitting it, and then now there's arguments in each little pool.
Yeah.
And then it's not one giant thing.
I think it's the fear of public humiliation. I think you see this a lot on different Facebook groups, like we're seeing now with the score guy.
Yeah.
Like everybody in every sect is ripping this guy. This is ridiculous.
Can we not talk about the subject of the score guy, but the score guy himself, and how I feel bad for him because I feel like he genuinely is upset about it, but just everybody has been beating him up.
I think the fear of that would cause somebody to double think before they post something stupid.
Yeah.
That's my take.
I think that's been there in past years too. I think that's been there. That's why I'm trying to be like, I wonder why this year in particular.
Yeah, I think honestly you should have a mild sense of anxiety before you hit post in a Facebook group. Because like I think if you don't have any of that, that's where you get this stuff from.
Yeah, that's where the drama comes from.
It will literally take me being pinned against a corner and like being held against my will to post in a Facebook group about anything. I mean,
I'm worried to put amped advertisements.
Yeah, like, we were talking. Okay, so Eric, I don't know if you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys can hear Eric on the mics, but Eric and I were having a meeting yesterday about putting adverts for events we're going to in Facebook groups, and I'm just like, make sure it doesn't say this, make sure it's like this, make sure it's this, and we're just sitting there talking, and we're not even talking about like if somebody like cringe posts on it or troll posts as a comment, and like basically our what is it? Our policy is basically we just don't play into it, or we just double down. Like sometimes we'll just sometimes we will meme about it.
Yeah, but we need to bring back the anxiety of posting in Facebook groups. I think you really should have some subtle sense of like, damn, am I gonna get torched for this? Because if you don't have that,
we do talk about gatekeeping. A lot of people bring up gatekeeping
but
a lot.
That's not gatekeeping.
Do you think it is?
No.
If the whole community basically makes you afraid to post in a community forum.
No, it's not afraid to post. It's designed to make you actually double think what you're posting. Think twice before you speak.
Read rule sets.
We want you to critically reason.
You want to make sure that you are doing all of your due diligence that you have access to.
So what you're saying is make the community smarter.
Essentially.
Make them think.
Dude, why type something into a Facebook group and hit and send when you can type the same thing you went to post in a group on Google and get the answer?
You're right.
Don't. And I understand that's what these groups are there for.
Yeah.
But they're there for like knowledge that is very specific to what the group is about.
Yeah, I feel like
There's a level. I'm not saying black and white. I'm just saying.
Oh no, there's definitely a level. I actually feel like there is a black and white. It's like basically
your due
answer,
diligence.
ask a informed question.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, I read the tax ops or I read the Warren Ord, and
I did my research.
The phrasing on this is not very clear to me. I did a little bit of searching. This is what I'm thinking. Somebody please correct me. I'm expecting also, like, for me, if I'm in an Airsoft group, I'm just expecting some level of hate to happen no matter what. I mean, I think that's every community, though.
Dude, you guys are hilarious in the comments.
The comments today are off the wall.
Amped Airsoft quote, Airsofters need to critically think. Clip that, clop that. It's the
Cost one MSW insurgency confirmed.
Oh my god. What a day to have alive.
The live is off the wall. Praise Score Guy for making the live off the wall.
Off the wall.
Thank you, Eric, for bringing up a spicy comment.
Yeah, this is all because
this is
of
all
you.
E-House's fault.
Airsoft bullying is always a great time, speaking from experience. That's not nice. We shouldn't bully. You just gotta think twice. That's all.
You should completely ball bust. You should not bully.
Dude, I'm telling
Healthy
you.
ball busting is fine.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna let y'all go off.
Yeah, you guys are just going off, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, we don't want any bullying, except if we know you. Then we're allowed to bully you. Did they fix the grip blowing up issue on the G&G Lever 15?
Yes, they did. That was something that I actually talked with them about. Tism, yes.
Man, I see myself in some of the Irene photos on the left. That's hilarious. Yep. That's a good eye. That is a very good eye. Bring back bullying. Oh we should threaten everyone and try to get them banned. You guys are off.
These guys are
Tom bullies me regularly, and I'm into it.
I mean, yeah. I do.
This I can confirm. I'm all... Oh my god.
What do you mean the team that got spawn camped for 6 hours?
Oh my goodness.
The comments are just insane.
They're all true, though. Which is the scary part.
Do we mention the new rule at a field due to a certain individual who is present?
No.
No, we don't talk about that.
No.
Ross!
There's healthy spicy and then there's unhealthy spicy. You're being unhealthy spicy.
Don't be unhealthy spicy. It's like eating those chips, the ghost pepper chips.
Oh yeah,
don't eat
that's
those.
not healthy.
That's unhealthy spicy. Or it's like Eric getting tacos and he's sweating profusely as he eats them and he's like, these are delicious.
These are fantastic. My entire face is redder than usual.
And just
I don't know why my whole face is wet.
This you last night. There you go. Eric's a big farmer now.
I think next year I'm gonna try to grow more. I'm gonna start a little tiny company that goes to farmers markets, and it's gonna be called Sweet Rick's Hot Peppers.
And you just have like...
I'm gonna sell jars of pickled peppers.
And there's like 3 jars because it's all...
Production might be low at first.
Oh, you can barely even see it.
It's there. You can see it.
You can see it. If you can't tell what it is, it's jalapeno peppers.
1 chip is a proper level of spicy. I've reached ghost pepper spice status.
Yes, you have. Oh, God.
Eric, farming, my boy. Dude grows 1 plant. Farmer. 2 plants. The deer ate all our stuff in the garden.
That's right.
They reach over the
You were
wire
talking
fence.
about it.
God, this damn
Throw peppers. They'll have one and their face will explode and then they'll never
Yeah.
again.
Seriously.
Yeah, I might have to. Oh my goodness.
Thank you guys very much for a very spicy live.
Yeah, this has been fantastic. I mean, there's still time. We're having a blast.
Literally and hypothetically.
Yeah.
Spicy live. Peppers.
Eric Simulator 2025. Oh my goodness. What gun is on the wall?
There's a lot. There's a ton of not guns on the wall because we can't say.
They're definitely just replicas.
They're replicas. They're replicas. They all are.
Mr. Zuckerberg, they are replicas.
This time they all are.
They're replicas. I don't know. There's an AK, an MP9, an M4 with a 203.
There's a high kappa.
They can't see the high cap.
There's a Mac.
They can't see the Mac, Tom.
There's a G36.
They can't see the G36, Tom.
They could definitely see the start of it behind your head.
That's the back of it. The start of it's the barrel.
Is it?
I would say so.
What's the start of a gun? Where
Front-
you hold it at, or the
front to back.
That's tip to butt. That's not the front though.
You would. Why do we call it a behind? Your butt's the behind. It's behind the start.
All right. But does the start going the other way?
You don't start at the behind.
Do you?
I don't. Do you?
Maybe.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
All right. He said, yeah. But yeah, I know, it's very frustrating we can't take the replica toy guns off the wall and show you.
We literally, every time we tried to show the
Sucks.
lever actions, I think we tried to show another, like we were trying to show it off as like a, hey guys, we're in the live, let's talk about this thing. And it immediately shut off. Immediately just cuts the live.
It's very frustrating.
Y'all see the Fallout show on Amazon? Dude, it was fantastic. The whole thing was fantastic. Who's running the trailer for Arsenal? Right now, I'm pretty sure that's going to be Logan is going to be running it, or I will be, one of the two. Lever actions are cowboy fidget spinners. That's a fair assessment, yeah.
Tip is the front, butt is the back. Think twice before you speak. We just talked about this.
I don't know.
That's funny.
I think the tip of the spear. But it can be pointed downward. Doesn't have to be front.
Why would a spear be...
It could be pointed backwards. So then,
But the tip is the front.
I know.
So
I'm just here to be weird, dude.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm just here to be weird.
Hell yeah. Elon, buy Instagram so we can see our stuff properly.
Dude, yeah.
Cyber Instagram.
I wish X had a live function. Like, not just like a...
I thought you could, but you had to pay for it.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
They have a paid subscription then.
Yeah, it's paid subscription.
Yeah, but then we won't probably have any viewers, would we?
I think,
we already don't have any viewers.
but I think the viewers can view it free, but to stream,
Yeah.
you have to pay. So if
Maybe-
we promoted
maybe we look into that.
maybe.
We didn't get any viewers that we did it beforehand.
Yeah, but like if we could
Their
do...
thing's new. Like within the last month they added that.
Would you guys go on X, Twitter? Let us know. 'Cause maybe we'll do more on there because we can do more on there.
Are you guys going to Op Fractured Skull 2?
Yes, we will be there.
Where's that?
That's the prison. That's the Crescent prison.
What is that?
December, I think, is Op Fractured Skull 2. Second week of December.
Is that the prison?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
If I don't see a drawing of a rat in my order that should be here today, I'm expecting a refund. That'll be on to Petro, so. Yeah, sure. Actually, I don't know. I don't work in that department. So don't quote me. You guys said tip too many times.
Nah.
Have any of y'all attended a PSW patrol challenge?
MSW.
Dude, I'm dyslexic. I'm literally losing my mind. Yeah, MSW patrol
MSW.
challenge.
I was like,
Dude,
bro,
the P,
I'm telling you right
dude,
now.
the P move. I'm telling you, the P move.
We're
to
getting you
replace
checked.
Go
We're getting
for
you
it.
checked.
An MSW patrol challenge. And how would you describe it? Yeah, somebody help me.
Sorry,
everyone.
I've had a few close friends go to them. I have not particularly been to them. If you've been to a regular MSW, you know how the fight at the end gets very intense. And if you've been to an insurgency, you know how there's like these bigger things that happen, but then there's this lull. Think of it like kind of like you're expecting a bigger fight, you're expecting to fight off stuff, but there's some very big lull points, but it's a much higher intensity at the high intense points. Like it spikes harder, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah. Wes is dyslexic, confirmed. Dyslexic. PSW is based. All right, I'm trying, everyone. It is so freakishly hot in here, too. I am losing.
Thank you so much, Ant.
That's so good. I'm glad you guys enjoy me being dyslexic. I'll keep getting worse just for entertainment value. I will not get it checked out just so it just keeps getting worse.
It's like special reading glasses that are just like warped.
Oh my god, I'm losing it, dude. I'm losing it. Help me.
Call the police.
Call an ambulance. Oh my god. It's 2 o'clock. I can't go on anymore.
Eject button. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for the Lunchtime Live. That was extremely spicy and I loved it.
This was probably the most fun live that we've ever had in a long time. So, but if you want to see more dyslexia, more absolute spice, we will take it up to Ghost Pepper level next week at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
1 o'clock on the Lunchtime Live. I'm really losing it.
He's losing it. 1 o'clock every Wednesday. Lunchtime Live. Come to Bolt Bash, October 12th.